Hey there, YouTube. This is Fragments of Memory, aka your friendly neighborhood armchair philosopher, and just want to drop a little video with you. Shea Moisture. I had to talk about it because, well, that's what's hot right now. Well, and that's not the only reason, but I found it very fascinating because, one, I've used their soap. I have not used the shampoos or anything like that, or the beauty products, just the soap. Because I'm a guy that I don't eat pork, and at the same time I try not to get products that are pork derived best I can. So Shea Moisture soap, really good because it's veggie. It's more of a veggie base than an animal base. And there's this one soap I really like the smell of it when I showered. So that's kind of why I'm talking about it. But the price is expensive. When I've gotten it, I usually got it when it was like on sale, or you use a card and you get a little percentage off or something like that. Now, their ad, as far as the ad is concerned, it was insensitive to the sisters. It was insensitive to black women's beauty issues, because in the black community, in the black collective, the black amalgam, whatever you want to call us, that is a very touchy subject. And of course, that dreaded V word that comes up, validation. And unfortunately, we live in a society that, since the brothers don't financially control anything within this particular society or hold any infrastructures in this society, their beauty is not validated, because ultimately a woman is judged by her appearance. A man is judged by his conquests, his successes, his achievements, generally speaking. And what makes this really messed up is that the CEO of the company is a black man. So it looks to me like, dag. I can see why there is no confidence in the brothers when a company that is helmed by a black person is throwing his fan base or his consumer base under the bus. And I think that's, and it's so hard to see, because black businesses are hard to see black businesses in effect, because those black businesses are few and far between. We don't really support a black owned business. If there's going to be some love shown, it's usually outsiders that will support the black business before black people do. We don't support the ones that we, are in our area or whatever. The excuses are myriad and multitudinous. You never alienate your fan base. You never alienate your base. Politicians understand this. Product makers understand this. Policy makers understand this. You never alienate the base. So my opinion is, yeah, Shea Moisture, y'all really should have known better. Now, if you were going to branch out, hey, do that. Do that like the protein people did. Protein or Pantene or whatever they called, right. They were branching out. Well, hey, branch out, but don't throw your base under the bus. So usually I would stay neutral, or maybe be like, hey, sisters, you're tripping. But on this one, I got to go with the sisters. They make a very valid point. We do live in a society where, hey, our blackness, whether from the beauty of the women, isn't really validated, on the level that, let's say, a white lady's beauty is validated, simply because the ones that control the media, the ones that run the printing presses, the ones that control the radio time, the air time, the magazines, all of that are basically people that don't look like us. And this is not me saying hate white people or hate people of different races. This is just me saying this is the reality in which we live. As far as even with women's hair care, weave. Here's my view on weave. Don't care if you wear it. Now, I'd prefer people to be happy with what the good Lord gave us, and let our hair grow naturally, the ones that grow out of our head. And another thing the only issue I have with weave is we're buying it from the community of people who wouldn't spit on us if we were on fire. And you do have a lot of our Asian brothers and Asian sisters selling us the yaki, the wacky, the whatever y'all wear. And of course, that money goes in their pockets and then to their community. And we're left kind of looking like Boo Boo the Fool, if you will. And I think, unfortunately, when it comes to black-owned businesses, there's still a white man's ice is colder mentality. I remember some older people talking, and one thing they used to always say to me was, even back then, the white man's ice is always colder. And unfortunately, black is always associated with poverty, struggle, uncleanness, and dysfunction. So that's another thing that we do, which is why I think the ad that the Shea Moisture did was kind of tone deaf, insensitive, and just jacked up, because image is powerful. Image is important. I've said this in past videos. Advertisers understand image. Advertisers understand how they position themselves, how they rock themselves, how they present themselves, and how they present themselves is how they're going to be received and perceived. And then, of course, that's what's going to happen in the minds of the people, which will then, of course, make them buy the product and associate whatever feeling you're trying to associate with that particular product. But unfortunately, Shea Moisture wasn't thinking about that. Shea Moisture, I don't know what they were thinking, but image is powerful. So, sisters, if you're going to boycott, yeah, it is what it is, Do I think we need to bring about World War III? No, but one, black people need to stop backstabbing each other, which is kind of my point of contention with some black conservatives. Like, to look good in front of their other conservatives of other hues, they'll throw me and others like me under the bus in order to look good. So that's just my 2 cents on the subject. I mean, tell me what you think about the Shea Moisture thing, Peace.